Hey guys and girls, it is Sunday afternoon, a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in East Oklahoma, where I'm in Eastern Oklahoma right now. Just got out of church at Keys Baptist Church. Went to church with my family there today as opposed to Midway Hills Baptist Church because I've been running around working the last several days, heading back to the ranch right now. But it has been brought to my attention that I have missed a Sunday afternoon chat or two. And even when I do have a Sunday afternoon chat here lately, it's been pretty late. One of the reasons is we're running around speaking at a few churches, and I have just been so blessed the last 10 days or so by getting to speak at a couple of churches right here around home. First Baptist Church, Tahlequah, which is an incredibly beautiful and great church. The Pastor Mike up there, great preacher and great man, and spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ over here in Eastern Oklahoma. I got to be at a men's conference over there last Friday and Saturday. I actually spoke on Saturday morning, but I attended the conference Friday also. Met so many great men and young men, and listened to great speakers like Johnny Hunt, for crying out loud. I mean, oh my gosh, what a preacher. My buddy J.C. Watts, who played quarterback at the University of Oklahoma, and another friend, Bubba Burcham, who was a center at the University of Oklahoma on our last national championship team. Great men's conference. I think they had over 500 men there, and it was just absolutely fantastic. My family actually got to attend that conference with me, which, not very often as I run around the country speaking at churches do I get to have any of my family there. So it's always a bonus. My son Jamie and his wife Mandy was there. My granddaughter Jordyn, Sherry came also took a part of that, and it's just been absolutely fantastic. And we just had a great time there at that men's conference, and tremendous music, tremendous singing, men participation, and just a lot of men wanting to become better men of God, and just absolutely fantastic. And some of the people I hadn't seen since high school and college days, and just really a fantastic deal there at First Baptist Church, Tahlequah. And then last night, First Baptist Church, Adair. We did not go to the church at First Baptist Church, Adair, which is a beautiful church. And if you're anywhere around that area, the pastor there is a great pastor, alias Timmy Houston, my cousin. And we had a big fish fry at a crappie fishing tournament, cream of the crappie tournament, on Grand Lake, and they had several teams there. They're raising money to donate to a Baptist church in Utah. That's right, Utah. And if ever the word of God needs to be spread, it needs to be spread in the state of Utah. Great, huge Mormon population in Utah, and not many Baptists there at all. So they're raising money for that. They had a big crappie tournament, and then they filleted those crappie. That's a big deal. They didn't fillet all of them. Every boat was catching 50 or 60 crappie there on Grand Lake. The crappie fishing is fantastic right now. They haven't quite hit the bank, but they're really close. They're right out in front of where they're going to be spawning. So if you know any spawning areas, you can go to them. If you can't catch them up in 2 or 3 foot of water, just let your crappie bait run on out to 8 or 10 foot of water, and that's where those big females are. They cleaned, I believe, I heard the figure, 528 crappie that they filleted. We had a big crappie dinner there last night at the Green Country Christian campgrounds there, and just incredibly great facilities. Actually used to be a church, and now it's a great campground area for the association, all of the churches around, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And going through our new wrap around or drive around or whatever they call them, where everybody yields, and just really a neat deal. Lots of traffic goes through there, and it really works beautifully. I think they've only had a couple wrecks since I got the wrap around, or I can't remember what those things are called, but it works really well. But what a great evening we had there. I went early, so I was able to visit with all the people when they were out cooking. They'd filleted those crappie and brought those fillets up. That's over 1,000 fillets, by the way. You cleaned 528 crappie, over 1,000 fillets, and we had potatoes with them, onion rings that were the best. They really weren't onion rings. They were kind of like onion spaghetti, I'd say. Onion spaghetti, absolutely flavor that just I tell you what, if Sonic or Brahms had those onion rings instead of the onion rings they have, which are not that great, they would just absolutely, they would have everybody stop and just get their onion rings. Just absolutely incredibly great onion rings. And we had great music there. Ben Quick put on sang 4 or 5 songs put with his guitar and just did an outstanding job. And then I spoke last night at 7 o'clock. And I got away from there about a little after 9:30, so I might have talked a little bit longer than I should have. I don't know, but we did have our Catch a Better Life books there, and sold out all the books that we brought, and so there's going to be a lot more people on that Catch a Better Life channel, and being able to read the devotionals right along with us as we post that. But what a great evening we had over there! Great people. You know, it's not often that I get to speak around my homeboy area, around Lake Tenkiller. You know, I have got to speak quite a bit in the last year or two up around the Oklahoma City area, and at several churches there in Choctaw, first Choctaw Road Baptist, and several churches there in Oklahoma City, and that's a treat to get to do that. It's actually a treat to do that. Spoke at several churches around Oklahoma, but it really was a thrill and treat these last two, Friday and Saturday night, and then last night Saturday night, to be able to speak right here close to home. And just great people. It just makes me so proud to be an Okie, so proudly to be from the Sooner State, and just because these are God's greatest people right here in the state of Oklahoma. There's no doubt in my mind about it. The fishing was great on Grand Lake yesterday. We had this bad cold front come through. It's pretty chilly in the 50s out there, the wind blowing hard out of the north. Pretty difficult day. And yet they still caught lots and lots of crappie. The fishing is just about fantastic all over the South. And as you begin to move further north right now, the fishing is getting better day by day as you move further north also. Some of the northern states still hadn't picked up yet, but it's getting a little bit better all the time. So this is the greatest time of the year to go fishing. You want to go out there, you can catch crappie, walleye, bass. White bass are running and spawning in the river here on Illinois River, up the Illinois River. They're just catching hundreds and hundreds of white bass up there every day, thousands of white bass, I guess. So fishing is good just about everywhere. Go fishing every chance you get. Turkey season is open in most of the states in the South, and again beginning to open up a little bit more in the North. I plan on doing some turkey hunting in Texas this week with my buddy who's an associate pastor at First Baptist Bentonville, which is another great church that I've got to speak at here within the last year. And we're going to be hunting out in a place that he's got just into Texas, just outside of Oklahoma into Texas, and going to get to hunt there 2 or 3 days, I think 3 days. Now I'm going up to northern Missouri to hunt up there on a big hunt with several of my friends. We've got a lot of friends up there. My buddy Gary Mason is the one that set this trip up, and we'll be hunting. Jimmy Seitz will be there. My buddy Charlie Ingram will be there. Just really got a lot of friends that's going to be there hunting that week, and we're going to get to hunt, I think, on not this coming week because I'll be in Texas, but the week after that, I think we're going to get to hunt there about 3 days. It's the second week of Missouri turkey season, so we're actually allowed to kill 2 birds. The first week of season, which is this coming week, and a lot of my friends are hunting in Missouri this week. Roland Martin will be hunting in Missouri this week. Johnny Morris, J.P. Morris, they'll be hunting there. My friends Richard Childress and his 2 grandsons, they'll be hunting there also. I think they're racing today, as a matter of fact. But I saw Austin and Richard on Fox and Friends this morning with the beautiful Bass Pro Shop tracker car that'll be racing this weekend in NASCAR race. So lots and lots going on this weekend. Turkey season opening up in Missouri, and I know Richard and his grandsons will be there racing and be there hunting turkey. They love to hunt and fish as well as drive race cars around that track really fast. And Austin and Ty Dillon are doing just great. They're doing great boys, great young men, great friends. They love to hunt and fish, and I love to watch them run around that track in that Bass Pro Tracker car. So it's a big week coming up for me, getting to go turkey hunting. I really have only turkey hunted about a day and a half since Chris got sick. Deer hunted one evening, pheasant hunted a couple days, duck hunted about 4 different days, And that's all I've done hunting in the last 3 years. So it's going to be really good to get out there and hunt. We're going to get to crappie fish as well in Missouri. So we're looking forward to that coming up here in a couple of weeks. But whatever you're doing out there this week, however you're having fun, there's great turkey hunting going on all over the South. Great fishing just about anywhere, certainly all over the South. Fishing is just absolutely outstanding. A good big shout out to a couple of my old teammates, Matt Airy and Scott Canterbury. I looked at the Bass Elite standings. I think they're on the St. Johns River, if I saw that correctly. And I believe Matt's in second place and Scott's in 10th place. So those boys are, I guess they fish in the finals today. And wishing both of them luck. I'd love to see both of them come in first and second. Not wishing anybody else in the top 10 any bad luck at all, but wishing my two buddies there, Matt Airy and Scott Canterbury, they've had a great tournament week, and they're going to go home with a pocket full of money, and I couldn't be more proud or happy for both of them. They're just both great friends, great individuals, great family men, and great men of God as well. So shout out to Scott Canterbury and Matt Airy over there. Scott's only got one fault. He writes like a girl, but that's about it. Matt's like me. He does not write like a girl. Anyway, I'm wishing everybody a great week out there this week. It's been cool. We've had a little bit of rain, a little bit of more rain at the ranch last night. Be anxious to look in that rain gauge. I know it's going to be well over an inch, maybe close to 2 inches. I don't know. So looking forward to the upcoming week. We've had a great week this last week. I thank all of the people that came out and visited at First Baptist Church Tahlequah, and not only the ones that go to First Baptist Church Adair, but a lot of folks from around the Disney and Grand Lake area came and visited there at the fish fry and the happenings at the church campground that last night, and we just had a wonderful time. And I just thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. You know, it's just an honor to get to go around the country and talk about what Jesus Christ and what God is doing in my life. God is a God that's at work. Once you make him your Lord and Savior, he'll be working in your life 24/7. He's working behind the scenes. He's setting up the right people at the right place at the right time. He's making sure you're at the right place at the right time to receive the blessings and the favor that he's going to pour out upon you. So have you a great one out there. Put God first in everything you do this week. Honor him in everything you do. Smile, be happy, be positive in everything you do, and then you're going to have a great week. Guys and girls, remember, I sure do love you.